I've always said this: America as a whole, but especially Black Americans, we are by far, and I stand on this, we are by far the most sexualized culture, where people look at us and desire us for whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's they think all Black men are, BBC, Mandingo, or Black women are,
there's, like the Blacked. There's a Black channel.
There's a Black, exactly. There's a Black channel on, not that we watch porn, but
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. There's a whole Black category dedicated to being blacked. White women being black.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole category dedicated to the fetish of, white men and Black women, interracial.
I ain't gonna lie, the ones with where she's getting like bukkake by like 10 dudes with Confederate flag shirts, I can't stand it. I'd be like, bro.
The fact that you were so specific about that episode,
it's like different.
I know,
Black girls,
and I'm saying the fact that you were so specific about that, and I knew what you were talking.
Yeah,
and I knew what you were talking about. Is like, okay, I get it. No, for real.
See, so important.
That doesn't bother me that much. I don't really care to watch white people have sex anyway. But that doesn't. I ain't never.
I just, there's something about it. But also, like, porn is the place in America where where they stop pretending.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no. They get away with saying the most racist shit.
Yeah.
They get away with saying the most.
And even if they're doing it for the money, it's still being said.
Yeah,
and I feel like doing it just for the money.
I feel like they're never gonna. Nobody will ever get canceled in porn because the people that do all the complaining have to first admit that they watch porn, and then they're not gonna do that.
Hey, that's gonna be a clip. I want to see that as a clip. You got it exactly. And here's the thing. I didn't finish what I was saying. What I was saying is that not only are we the most sexualized, but we're also the least open-minded.
Yeah.
When it comes to sex, which is weird to me. Which has always been weird to me as to how Black people can be so sexualized. And I'm not saying it's right for us to be sexualized.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
But then to be sexually oppressed on the other side.
On the other side of it, and not understand the whys of why we're so highly sexualized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're so closed-minded that we don't even want to understand why that's even the case first and foremost. But then you have all these hang-ups about sex, like, and I always use this one as a perfect example. Here's the first example that always comes to my mind right out the gate. Anytime a heterosexual male mentions liking anal sex, he's gay in the Black community. Or people will come for him for being gay. Like, oh, why would you want to have anal sex with a woman? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
why would you want to get a blowjob from a woman?
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. We take certain things and categorize them instead of. I never heard that. I mean, I've heard. You've seen that before.
I've heard where they be like, if that's all he wants, that's just. No,
I haven't even heard it. I haven't even heard of it. If that's all, I'm saying, like, just in general. Not even. If that's all
I haven't heard that if he wants that at all, I've heard
that's
if he.
Wild.
I've heard if he wants.
I've seen it in groups before where dudes or women, black women. These are Black women I'm talking about. I'm in black, sex groups talking about sex and the topic of a man liking sex, anal sex with a woman, is always met with someone saying that dude is gay.
But why is just because they don't want to do it, so they have all this vitriol.
And that's what I'm saying. So then we go back to
some women like it, believe it.
The way I know women who love it. Absolutely.
Black women too. Like that's the other thing. They always always been that, like,
because I don't deal with anybody else that's non-Black. So I don't. So all the women I've done it with have been. Right. Black women who have, and some of them have absolutely enjoyed it. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna, but
no, some of them be on. That's what they be on, and like that's the other thing that's put out into the atmosphere, that if you want a freak, you got to get a white woman. That's just
stop
not
that. That's another.
That's just not true.
That's another thing. And like, because I saw a post not long ago where it was like, oh, black women are finally catching up with white women as far as giving head.
Man, when I was in high school, black women was with the
Thank you. And I'm like, y'all don't know where y'all looking. I don't know where y'all finding y'all black women at. I've been doing this shit since the early 90s.
Good.
90, 91, whatever, when I started having sex. I started a little bit late. I had a little bit of sex before that, but I didn't really start having sex till I was, out of high school. I know we've I know, nigga, this whatever. But I say all that to say
that's actually the proper way.
I've never, and again, bro, I'm talking about women in the 90s. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I had women I was messing with in the 90s, older women. Mm-hmm. One of the first women I messed with I was 19, she was 36, 37. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, again, I don't like to throw the word around, but she was a goddamn freak. You know what I'm saying? She was, anal, licked ass, all that shit. And I was just like, oh, okay, she pause, opened me up, she's the one who taught me, all the shit, I was just like, okay, whatever. So I've never not known black women that have done that, because then I would meet women. Now here's the thing, I've met women who, haven't been with the business, what I'm saying? But I've met way more women who have been open-minded and have, so I don't understand that thinking that we've always thought like, oh, well, black people don't do that and don't do this or whatever.
I got my stuff that I don't rock with, you know what I'm saying? That's whatever. Like I don't rock with the
tell the people.
I don't rock with the touching of my butthole, and I don't rock with I don't rock with like nipples sucking my nipples and shit like that.
You don't like your nipples licked?
Nah, I don't like them even touched or even acknowledged.
Damn, bro,
I mean, I get, but that's the thing. But I'm not finna be like, oh, you like
you, yeah.
Like you,
and I'm not gonna judge you. I am kind of, I'm not gonna judge you.
Whatever.
But just that right there, that we could have that separation of what we like.
It usually comes with judgment.
And still be okay. Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,